Could you start by introducing yourself a little bit and how you came to work with Eve on the costumes for Juan Gabriel?
Yes, of course. Well, my name is Carla Fernández. I am a fashion designer. I am based in Mexico City, and we have a project that is called Carla Fernández Fashion House. And we work together with many artisans around Mexico, especially women, because textiles are made mainly by women in my country. And we came together with Yves because he has obviously this amazing idea of bringing Juan Gabriel to the classic ballet. So the Latino public, it feels more attached, a theme that it gets him more attached to the classic ballet. And for a friend of ours, Laura Kirar, she introduced him our work, and that's how this amazing collaboration started.
So how did you start with your inspiration when you started working on these costumes? What did you draw from to recreate maybe this image of Juan Gabriel for the ballet?
Well, there's nothing better than to be asked to do something that talks to Juan Gabriel, because he was an amazing fashionista, and even today you can see several young singers that are like really, really trying to get his energy through their costumes. Juan Gabriel knew very well Mexico. He knew also the power of, that we are like a cultural power nation. That's why when you review how he was dressed for all his concerts and all his performances, you will see that he would go from south, center, and the north of Mexico. He would use the flowers of the south, the charros from the center of Mexico, and then the fringes from the north, and then combine with these bright colors and amazing personality that he would, like go all the time, making him so special on stage, not only because he's an amazing singer, he's an amazing writer, but he's an amazing person to translate his energy through clothing.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. So you mentioned that he builds in all these different aspects of Mexico, from the fringe to the flowers, that paints the whole country. How will our audiences get to see that reflected in the costumes on stage?
You will see a lot of the crafts that are being made in Mexico. You will see beautiful flowers from Chiapa de Corzo that are embroidered by hand. You will see also the charro suits that are all made by hand as well, with a leather fretwork that is like a leather cutout, which is amazingly beautiful. And you will also find the fringes, flowers with fringes that are so pretty, and have like this movement from Michoacan, from a Purepecha community. Then you will have more and more, parts of Mexico represented. But I think the most important is that you see Mexico and the complexity of Mexican craft through the whole ballet. It can be very colorful. Sometimes it can be like one tone, but with embroidery. Then the movement of the skirt, and how it flows and how the ribbons dance, also in the air. And then we have like the pop, like the fiesta, the pop Juan Gabriel, that it comes at the end, and that we try to recreate these aspects of movement, but never forgetting that it's going to be danced in a classical way.
And I know a few past costume designers who we've worked with in the past, they do more costuming versus fashion, but something they have mentioned is how difficult it is to create for dancers because of the needs of movement. So what challenges did you run into when creating the costumes, when it came to meshing the vision with also functionality for the stage?
We're very lucky, and this was made in collaboration with the atelier of the ballet. So Leonor, she is a master couturier, and she dedicates herself since many, many years to the Ballet of Arizona. And So that helped us a lot, because obviously one thing is doing fashion for every day and for maybe events and cocktails, and another completely different is doing, to adapt the movement of the dancers. So it has been a very complex, very, very complex situation, especially, nowadays with sometimes like the COVID and some isolation themes. But I think we manage, and this is a new way of working, like you can be in Arizona making part of the atelier workshop pieces, and in Mexico another, Chiapas another one, and then we just communicate and everything gets reunited, and then you see it on stage.
It's going to be very exciting. I can't wait. I cannot wait at
Me
all.
neither. Yes, I want to be there already.
Yes, absolutely. And then on a more personal note, maybe, what does Juan Gabriel mean to you? What, and maybe personally or professionally?
His words are very sophisticated in a very simple way. I mean, the lyrics of his songs are especially beautiful, especially simple and intelligent. And he's talking to the people of, of every single level. He was talking to everyone. He opened in a Mexico that was very classic, very not open in a stage way, and he just came with all these ideas, and it led other singers and other people to become more confident of who we are, or who we wanted to know, to be, sorry, who we wanted to be.
And then my final question is, when you first began this journey, as a journey it has been over the last 2 years, what is one thing that really has stood out to you in this process that has maybe changed the way you approach your art form?
I know many people around the world. I work with many other designers. I have done many other stage costumes, and this one was very different, because Eve has an exquisite eye, and he is just it's not usual when you are working with someone that is as dedicated to detail as you are, and especially because this is made to stage, and you could say that this could be like made maybe less intricate or less precise or less beautifully. And with Eve is completely different. It's like making garment that is going to be seen from very close, and it has to be super beautiful and exquisite. So it has been very interesting and very challenging for everyone in the team, and everything is just perfect to shine or not shine in the stage.
Well, that is all I have. Thank you so much for your
Thank
time,
you so much.
your art, and your wonderful support. It has been a joy to get to speak with you and watch your work grow over the last couple of months.
It's a pleasure to be working for the Ballet of Arizona.